brother.
Oh, I'm the big brother.
Yeah, you the big brother.
Breathe on me. Oh God, won't you
Because he kicking me.
breathe on me? Oh God, oh God, won't you breathe on me?
So I'm in the closet, crying, praying, just wondering like, why? And asking for understanding. Maybe 5 minutes went by with me being there crying, and this nigga gonna say, Kiana, get the fuck out the closet. Get the fuck out the closet. So, got up, walked out the closet, sat on the bed. I sat on the bed first. I sat up on the bed with my back turned to him. And he was just like, you ready to tell me the truth? I was like, tell you the truth about what? He was just like, you ready to tell me the truth that you talked to Layla? And I was like, I did not have a conversation with that person at all. And he was like, lay down, lay back. You need to lay back. You need to rest. And I kind of like just looked at him. He said, I said, lay back. You're carrying my son. Lay back. So I laid back on the bed. And he don't look at me and was just like, you know how I know that you talked to her? I was like, how do you figure that I talked to her? It was like, because she told me. I was like, if she told you I talked to her, why are you asking me have I talked to her? He was like, get smart with me again. I was like, I accidentally double tapped one of her pictures. That's how she figured out who I was. I instantly unliked it after I liked it, but it was too late. She had already sent me a friend request. So he was like, yeah, I know. I was like, well, if you know all of this, why are you asking me? He was like, well, I wanted to see if you was going to tell me the truth. Because I know Layla. I know she ain't just going to up and start talking to you. And I was like, so how you figure that? He pulls out his phone and shows me the messages between him and Layla. Apparently, Layla knew about me. She knew about me. Layla knew that when I went to drill, she was sleeping in my bed. Layla knew that he was driving in my car. Layla knew all about me. Layla was trying to, how can I say this nicely? Because I know Layla in these views. Layla was just trying to inch her way in. So apparently him and Layla have been off and on for a couple of years. Like he'll pick her up when he gets out of a situation or whatever not. Like say for instance he's talking to somebody. She'll be on the back burner until he finished talking to that person. And when he finished talking to that person, he picks back up on Layla. That's what Layla was. She was that I don't even know how to describe it, and I don't want to use the wrong term for it, but she was that type of girl. The pick me girl. So in his messages, she was telling him that I had liked her picture and then I sent her a friend request. I'm like, I did not send her a follow request because her page is not private. Her page is public. I did not send her a follow request. Like, yes, I double tapped on her picture, but that was it. I didn't send her no follow request. I ain't sent her no message. So in her message, she was just like, I know you told me not to say anything to her, and I'm not going to say anything to her because I respect what me and you got going on. Da 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 da. She don't know what we really got going on. She don't know that you really mine. And I'm just like, I'm reading the message because this mofo actually sat up there and showed me the messages. And I'm just like, at that moment, I knew, like, there was no respect. I know y'all saying, well, you should have been knowing there was no respect. Like, you don't put his hands on you. Like, I knew. But that was like, damn. You really showing me that this female was in my house. You're showing me that this female was in my car. You're showing me that you sent money to this female. And guess where he got that money from? At the time that he was sending her the money, where do you think he got that money from? Mind you, he just got a job. My dumb ass. My dumb ass. He would ask me for money so that he could send to his mom to help her with a bill here and there, and I would send it. But he was not sending that money to his mom. He was sending it to Layla. Layla. Anyway, I forgive you. We gonna let that be. We gonna let that be. Who. And that's all I'm gonna say about that Layla situation. She gonna come up again. But he showed me the messages. I seen the messages. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like fighting back tears, because every time I would start to cry, he would look at me and tell me to shut the fuck up crying. Don't nobody care about me crying. So I'm sitting there reading the messages, fighting back tears. I'm like, yet again, another female, another energy has been up in my space. Like, yet again, and I'm heated. I'm mad. But I'm just like, I'm hurt. Like, my stomach hurt. My body hurt. I'm bruised. And I'm just like, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to just go to sleep. So that's exactly what I did. I went to sleep. Keisha did call me the next day to check on me. And I let her know what had happened. Or whatever not. And she wanted to do more, but just like me, she didn't know what she should do. So for me, it was just like, I'm okay, we're fine, things are fine. But in fact, things were not fine, because I kid you not, 2 days later, two days later, after that incident, it is now July 2nd. I'm laying in my bed. D had just came home from work. He just came home from work, and he lay down beside me, and I'm just like, can you go take a shower? Can you please? Because like I said, his smell just, I could not stand his smell. It made, I was so nauseous. So he was just like, man, I'm tired. I'm just like, okay, don't worry about it. You ain't got to take a shower. Just lay there. So I'm laying down, and I'm watching TV, and I feel like a pop in my side. It was like you know how you pop your knuckle? I felt that in my side. I'm just like, what was that? And I'm like, I didn't pay it no mind. And about a good 30 seconds later, I started to feel wet. Like, wet. And I'm just like, am I peeing on myself? I'm just like, am I peeing on myself? So I get out the bed, and I sit on the toilet. And I was like, D. He was like, what? I was like, I think I'm peeing on myself. But I don't know if it's pee or not. Like, I'm like, I don't know if it's pee or not. And he was just like, well, come lay back down and see if it stopped. I was like, okay. So I lay back down, and it didn't stop. So I get back up. He's like, well, what? Let's Google it. Let's see what Google says. So I Googled it, and I was like, Google said my water broke. Mind you, I need to add that I have never had my water break on me. And when I had my first son, they broke my water at the hospital, and the same with my second son. They broke my water for me. So I never experienced being at home with my water breaking. And mind you, I'm 22 weeks pregnant. So I'm just like, well, Google said my water has probably broken, like if it doesn't stop. And he was just like, well, okay, well, let's see if it stops. So about 3 minutes went by, and I'm just like, it's not stopping. He was like, do we gotta go to the ER? I was like, it's not stopping. He was like, well, are you bleeding? I'm like, I'm not bleeding, but it's not stopping. I think we need to go to the ER. He was like, fuck, I'm so tired. I just got off of work. I'm like, but Google said we need to go to the ER.